everybody. Happy Easter. I'm Gina.
And I'm Dee.
And we're so pumped for what's about to happen.
But before we begin, there's just one thing that you need to know.
Easter Jam is for everybody in your family. So teenagers, that means you.
Hey, college kids? Yep, you too.
And if you're a younger kid, get ready. We're about to have some serious fun, and we need you to lead the way.
Parents, buckle up. This is Easter as never been done before. The only way not to have fun is not to participate.
So look around. Now's your chance. Is everybody there? We'll hit pause. Go grab all your family members.
We're getting ready to start in 3, 2, 1.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
There are two kinds of people in the world. Those that like stuffed animals and those that really like stuffed animals.
For this next game, we need you to go gather up all your stuffed animals.
No, really, like all of them. Go gather all of them up.
Hit pause, go get them, and we'll meet you right back here. We're calling this next game the Stuffed Waddle Race.
Whew, say that 3 times. Stuffed waddle race, stuffed waddle race, stuffed waddle race, waddle race.
First, divide the room into 2 teams.
Next, place all of your stuffed animals in one pile in the center of the room.
When we say go, one person from each team will run to the pile, grab a stuffed animal, place it between their knees, and waddle back to their team.
The next person in line will do the same thing. It's a relay. If you drop your animal, just pick it up and start where you are.
The team that collects the most stuffed animals in 1 minute wins.
Don't forget to have someone taking pictures and post the picture of the winner. We're getting ready to start the game in 3, 2, 1. How'd it go? Who won? Who's out of breath?
We want pictures, so make sure and post them in the comments below this video.
Ready for another game?
For this game, you need a laundry basket and socks. Lots of socks.
Clean, dirty, doesn't matter, as long as they have a match. If you need to go grab those things, go ahead and get them now.
Press pause and we'll explain the rest later.
Got your basket of socks? Great. Now choose 2 people to play.
You'll also need 2 people to be scorekeepers. To get started, dump all the socks on one side of the room.
Then place the basket on the other side of the room. When I say go, players will grab a sock, go through the pile until they find the matching socks and ball them together, maybe in the shape of an Easter egg, and then toss the egg into the Easter basket.
The player with the most sock eggs in the basket at the end of the timer wins.
Okay, if you need to, press pause to get everything and everybody ready for this game.
We'll wait right here. Everybody ready? Great.
We're putting a 1-minute timer on the clock. This Easter egg throwdown begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, families, come on over here. Who won?
That was pretty wild. And of course, the winner gets matching socks. No, seriously, adults, whoever won that challenge, make sure they get an extra special prize today. Maybe something chocolate.
We hope you're having fun. We're celebrating because today is Easter. And if you don't know the whole Easter story, that's okay.
Today, we're going to explain why today, more than any other day, is a happy day. But before we get there, I'm sure there are a lot of friends and family who would like to hear from you.
And to make that happen, we have a few options. Pause the video and pick one of the challenges below to wish your people a happy Easter.
Okay, I just got like 9 texts from kids saying Happy Easter. And one strange video from Dr. Dustin chasing a goat who was wearing an Easter dress. Thanks, fam. That was nice.
Even though we're celebrating Easter a little different, that's okay, because Easter is still happy.
And not because of games or paired socks or baskets and chocolate bunnies, although those are really awesome things.
It's still happy because of what happened thousands of years ago at the first Easter.
It's the world's most powerful story, yet it's so simple.
It's so simple that it can be told with laundry.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts, and minds, and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of His own wooden cross. On on a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Wow, I hear that story every Easter, and it amazes me. I mean, God sent Jesus into this world to remind me that he is greater than anything that can go wrong in my world.
The simple fact that Jesus came back to life is proof to me that I can face any bad thing that happens.
I like to think about it like this. I can because Jesus is alive. I can love because Jesus is alive.
I can be brave because Jesus is alive.
I can have hope because Jesus is alive.
Here's an idea. Take a few minutes and add to this list of things you can do because Jesus is alive.
Answer the question as a family. How would you fill in the blank? I can blank because Jesus is alive.
Pause the video and discuss as a family. We'll meet you back here when you're finished.
Awesome. I love conversations like that. Remembering what God has done for me in the past helps me to trust him with what's going on in my life right now. And I hope you feel that way too. And I hope you spend the rest of today making happy memories with your family.
As soon as this video is over, we want you to go outside and take a family Easter photo. You can be all dressed up or in your PJs. You can be smiling or do something silly.
No matter how you do it, take a family photo and make it awesome. And then share that photo in the comment section after this video.
Maybe now more than ever, this is a time to celebrate and remember God's faithfulness and the hope he gives us in Jesus.
After all, that's what makes Easter so happy.
Day in history, death is beating, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Jesus, I am yours. Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive.